What can you say about DJ Reed? Moments before kickoff, he finds out that his dad had passed, and then he goes out and plays the way he did.
Yeah, a lot of these young men go through a lot of stuff that I don't think people really know. Obviously, there's lives are personal, and I made mention of it before. Sometimes we get lost that these are young men who have lives, with regards to social media and all the different things that we have. But just a testament to all of them. Obviously, DJ takes center stage in this, but they're all dealing with stuff every day. They're human like everyone else. And for DJ to get the information the way he did when he got it on an already emotional day with it being 9/11 and the opening day, and to be able to stay focused and play the way he did was awesome on his part.
What about the way he played on the outside? One interception, one pass defense, one forced fumble. I mean, you're talking about a historic performance for a guy the first time he's suiting up in green and white.
No, I know, and it got lost obviously with the result, but he's exactly why we brought him in here. He's opportunistic. He's very disciplined. I love the fact that the interception was on a go ball. Put it to bed early. That if a quarterback wants to try him on a go ball, you're gonna have problems. And I think when you put that on tape early, it lasts the whole season. And he's a physical run defender, so if you are running the ball his way, he will find a way to get the ball out. And I love his tenacity and his relentlessness, and it showed obviously in this first game, and it's something that I think fans can learn to expect.
Yeah.
And I think it's a testament to who he is.
How promising is it, the duo you guys have on the outside? And there's this one specific play that Sauce made in that game where you guys are in zone coverage, where Mark Andrews looks like he's going to have a touchdown. And he made a fantastic play on the ball.
Yeah, no, really excited about both those guys because they allowed us to play the way we did in the run game, with how aggressive we were to stop them. Obviously, holding that team to 3 yards of carry is a heck of a deal. I think it was the lowest total Lamar Jackson-led offense has ever been held to. And but for them to give us that comfort, and that play he made came off a play action pass, and just all of it. I mean, they're very, like I said, they're relentless. Both of them are. They've got the same play style, and they absorb and download information the exact same way, where they're always learning as the game is happening and constantly communicating. So just really excited about that group and how good it can get.
Ups and downs with the rookies offensively, but Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall more than 50 yards from scrimmage. That's the first time that's ever happened for a Jets rookie pair kickoff weekend.
Well, you just told me something. No, it is a good group. All the way across. Jermaine Johnson had a really good game that people aren't realizing, talking about enough. Ahmad had a great game. Michael Clemens was effective. And then you add those two rookies. Max Mitchell played a really nice game at right tackle. So our rookies showed up and played very well. And those two, as the season goes on, Breece and Garrett, they'll get the ball more. And really expecting them to be a big part of this offense, obviously, for years to come.
18 players played their first game as a Jet, and I believe it was 7 rookies in all. So are you looking at this as just a start here in 2022?
Absolutely, and it goes to, early in the season, it's, we talked about it in the recap and just going through and just talking about it as a staff. And, you have so many faces, you have so many young guys. How can you do right longer versus a veteran team who's been there, done that, like Baltimore? And so when you look back at that game, it's a veteran team who we feel like we went toe-to-toe with, but they played a smarter brand, and it's something that I think we're going to get better as we learn to play with one another, as our veterans learn what it is to play in this system, all the new guys, and what our young rookies and even our second-year players learn and get used to one another and learn the game, the NFL game, speaking of the rookies. As that continues to gel, this team's only going to get faster and more efficient, and when that happens, it's going to be very explosive.
Are you feeling it from inside the locker room? After the game, Tyler Conklin said, this isn't the same old crap. This is a different team. Michael Carter said, hey, listen, this is one game, but we got 17 games. We are going to be a good football team.
Yeah, you feel it. I think they know, and I think if you really watch the tape, and I think our offense can feel it, our defense definitely felt it. we know we've got a chance to be pretty good. And but at the same time, we've got to go do it, and we've got to grow up fast. And the faster we grow up, the more the more we'll be on the favorable side of the result.
How about the challenge this week against the Browns? This team runs it as good as anybody. Schematically, a lot different than the Baltimore Ravens.
They are a bruising front. Speaking about their offense, they probably have the best 1-2 punch at running back in football with Chubb and Hunt. Bill Callahan does as good a job as anyone in creating from a run game standpoint, and it's going to be a tremendous challenge. It's obviously a different run game where Baltimore is a lot more deceptive with misdirection and all that, where this team is much more direct, and everyone knows they're going to run the ball. Everyone knows where the ball is going to be run, and they're still going to run the ball, and they're going to run the ball for a lot of yards. So the challenge is going to be whether or not we can stop it, and so it's going to be a great challenge, something that we all look forward to.
Defensively, for them, much like you guys, is it predicated by what they do up front. And you look at that duo, Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney, and say that's one of the better pairs in football.
Yeah, they've, Joe Woods was with us in San Francisco during 19. They've done a really nice job almost recreating that 19 group. They've got great speed at linebacker. Their corners are pretty darn good. Their safeties are really good. Their D-line is very disruptive. It's really fun to watch that team fly around. They've done a really nice job.
Are you looking forward to seeing how this group responds? You're going to go into Hornets' nest, Cleveland. That fan base are really starving for a winner. They got to win on the road in week 1, and they come home.
Yeah, they're it's going on the road in this league, especially with a team like Cleveland, who's got all this promise and all this excitement around them. It's going to be a loud stadium. It's going to be a fun stadium to be in, and we got to find a way to keep them quiet.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.